government. Imagine in that day, 1700s, not today, with Hollywood and all of the interferences that we see, the impacts with crime and everything else that are impairing children today. But imagine somebody in the Constitutional Convention standing up and said, you know what, we got all these Bill of Rights and these amendments, I think we should put a parenting right in there. And that person would have been laughed out of the Constitutional Convention. Why? Because in its day, First Amendment, free speech, free press, free religion, these were fringe rights. These were things that were being impaired by the government. The Third Amendment, which really isn't used anymore, quartering of troops in our homes. The framers realized that these were rights that needed to be expressed because they are fringe rights. In case anybody has any doubt to those, we are going to express those. And that's how we came up with the Bill of Rights. Parenting right. My goodness, that's been there since the beginning of time. If the parenting right doesn't exist, there is no other right. That's the original right. It's the one we all came from. It's a function of natural law. So every conflict that you're having here, everything that you're going through, has a logic to it. So when you go through the system and you feel you're right on the edge, keep this in mind. What happened to you, what you did, and your reactions were natural. They're natural since the beginning of time. You are the people who are doing it right. And the problem with the system is they make you think there's something wrong with the system. The government makes you think that when they've got $10 billion deficits in New York State, California's on the brink of disaster, the most lawyers, 300,000 lawyers, almost that number, in California alone. And we see a nation collapsing through budgetary problems. John will tell you, he's a financial consultant. This man will tell you the dangers that are going on with the value of the American dollar. We are losing a country through greed, through money. Money is guiding everything in this world today. And the way to bring this country back around is to go back to our origins. What we are all about is people. So if you're fighting for your children, you are doing the best thing that anyone would ever expect. People who go to war, this Purple Heart soldier, the gentleman in John and I met only weeks ago who tried to take his life. This is in March, wasn't that long ago. That really makes you shudder. And so you really have to look at these rights from that perspective. Now what I have done, and you know, over the years, what did we do with this Constitution? I'll just do a quick history and then I'll tell you about my lawsuit and then I'll conclude this. When we, and let me just, before I go to that, I want to say something in this lawsuit that I filed. And if you folks, there